Your dreams are not too big, okay? Genuinely, they're not too big. Maybe like nobody gets to decide whether your dreams are too big or they're unrealistic or not. They don't have to be dreams either. It needs to be a lifestyle. But I'm tired of trying to live up to somebody else's approval and live up to a different system, not my system. Let's do a life. And I got goals, I got stuff I want to do, and I just do not want to be in this constant cycle. I'd rather fail 1,000 times and just never try. That's depressing, you know? Like, there's no restarts. And at the end of my life, I'd rather say, like, oh, I failed 1,000 times, but at least I got to find out, like, what it feels to fail. I got to find out if I would fail. To never try at all is way worse than to fail 1,000 times. It's just that, like, uneasy feeling of disappointment in yourself. That's just way worse than failing. Even if you do fail, you can pick yourself back up and you can try again, you know? That's what life's all about. It's not about living and dying. Why is that such a common cycle? I'm not born to just make another generation where they just live and make another generation and just live. Like, there's so much more to life than just somebody else's cycle. Create your own system. I'm gonna create my own system. Because I'm tired. I'm so, like, I'm not even old, you know? Why am I tired of this? I'm just tired of it because I know I will be old. And I know I will fail. But I don't want to be old and a failure. And a failure not as in failing, but as in never taking the chance to fail. I think that's the biggest failure of all. Is doing nothing. You get 24 hours in a day. And I'd be happy spending 24 hours in a day trying things, trying new things, seeing what all things are in life, than to just be okay with one thing in life. I think everybody creates their expectations. Everybody creates their standards. And everybody's scared of being average, or nowadays everybody's wanting to be a millionaire and creating their expectations so large, but it's not. Average is not like, average is tailored to the individual. I don't see average as in, oh, I just have a job and I have a family. No, I think that's beautiful. But I think everybody has their definition of average. And I think what average is never taking that chance towards your dreams and towards your goals. And that's what average means to each individual. Is just living comfortably without taking the leap, or without ever knowing that there could be more. It's just being comfortable with. It's just comfortability. I think that's really what average is. In my definition. It's just being satisfied with comfortability and stability. And I don't think it's a bad thing. But right now, I think it's the best chance just to take chances, you know? But I say this and I keep falling back and back. And I say that right now, you know? I just stated that out loud, but I don't want that to be me. I want to find myself based off my issues with that. You know, because I'm going to work on it, and I define myself as someone better than that. And I'll define myself as someone that won't do it next time. I won't do it next time. I, this time is different, you know? This is the last time. I'm not gonna get back on my phone. I'm not gonna scroll. I'm not gonna sit down. I'm not gonna do nothing, you know? Is this where I want to be? Is this where I want to be in 10 years? Because my habits aren't gonna get me out of this. I'm not even in a bad place right now. I'm just not living up to my goals, like where I want to be. And I don't care what society thinks about my goals and if it's realistic or not. I don't care. I just care if I live up to myself, live up to my own expectations. And my expectations do not meet society's. And that's its own thing. And I don't think that's relevant because I don't care. Because I think everybody has their own life and that they live up to their own standards. And I have no one to blame right now. I'm not blaming society for putting me in this issue. I'm not blaming anything. I can only blame myself. And the only thing that can fix it is myself. And I won't look out for other people to help me because they really can't in this situation. They can't fix my growing disappointment in my habits. And I don't think disappointment is healthy. And I'm not fixing it, okay? It's gonna be gone. Because why the heck would I spend my entire life disappointed? And that's exactly what I will be doing if I just don't take more chances in life. I'd rather fail and be a disappointment. But I don't think disappointment, that was a little drastic. But I think you can have your own opinions about yourself. And I would rather have the opinion of, I would rather call myself a risk taker or someone that likes to challenge themselves than someone that just wants the basics. And I'm only saying that because right now I'm privileged with the basics. But I consider that responsibility on myself because not everybody has the basics. And the ways, my expectations, the expectations I have, I want to get to the point where I can provide the basics to everybody and provide more than that also. But I feel like I'm doing a dishonor to society if I'm taking advantage of these basics and not wanting more. And I'm not saying that out of greed, but out of care, because I want to give everybody in the world basics. And my path right now, it doesn't provide anyone the basics. I'm taking advantage of it. I'm being slob. I have a nice house. I'm comfortable in life, but I'm not doing anything with that. And anything, as in my expectations, I'm not moving towards my goal. And my goal is to help so many people. But if I can't help myself, how can I think of that? How can I think I can do more? And the answer is just, it's consistency and ambition. And right now I feel like I have so much ambition, but I don't have any consistency. I talk a lot, but I don't do a lot. I make plans, but I don't do the plans. I don't know if it's fear of failure, or if it's laziness, or just carelessness. I think that's what people struggle with the most. It's carelessness. Life's too short to care about everything. That's true. But life's too short to not care about anything. There's just so many beautiful things in life, and so many things that life has to offer. And it's different for everybody. But I think it's the most beautiful of all, in my opinion, is being able to make other people's life a little bit more beautiful. I'm not doing that for myself. I could say like, oh, it makes me feel good and all, but I feel like I have a duty. I have a duty for other people. Everybody deserves a baseline of life. And not everybody has that. And I have more than that baseline. I have a lot. And I'm just taking advantage of it, and I'm doing nothing with it. All these people around the world are starving. They're hurting. And what do? I scroll on my phone? That's embarrassing. These people don't even know what a phone is. That's a little drastic. Probably do, but you know what I mean. Like, what am I doing right now? I'm in my car right now, parked, talking to an iPhone 16 Pro. This car has air conditioning. I could live in this car if I wanted to. Fact is that not everybody has this. And this is not even like a... I know everybody watches online and look like millionaires with yachts and stuff. And they're like, oh, wait, you're in the Matrix or whatever. Let's try to own the nicest watch and the nicest stuff. And everybody's feeling their life and they're using their ambition for ego and status. I don't care about that. I just want to make everybody's life easier. I want to be able to use my gift, my privilege of where I am right now, and the options that I have to help other people. I could spend my entire life chasing something that doesn't exist, like status, ego, or fulfillment in that area. Or I can just look at the facts and look at what's real. And man, there's a hard life. Life is so hard. But it takes a lot of courage to know that right now you're comfortable. You're too comfortable. And your life is easy. And nobody's life is easy to society's low standards right now. Everybody's saying how hard life is, and everybody's saying, man, nothing's possible because life is too hard. That's not true. If you're able to talk, if you have an extra hour each day, your life is easy enough to try more. And it's easy enough to try more for other people that don't have that extra hour. In a way, it's selfless. I don't think life is something to hog for yourself. I don't know what's with this idea of individualism, of you live for yourself, you live for your close family and nothing else. Screw everybody else, that's not fair. That's not true to the world. You're put in this world to do more than to live for yourself. It's selfless. I can't do nothing. People are starving, Yet I say this and I'm talking into an iPhone 16 Pro in my car. But right now I'm going to do something. Going to. Life's too short. Can't be careless. But I can't be too caught up with trying. Trying matters. But you get to this point where you care so much about trying, that's the exact thing that's stopping you, is because you're stressed out about it. You're stressed out about failure. You're stressed out about wasting your time. But the irony is your time is being spent stressing on wasting your time. That's hilarious. But I'm not going to do that, It's hilarious, but it's tiresome. It's embarrassing. I'm going to do more. I'm going to do more right now. I'm going to get up and I'm going to pursue my goals. But I'm also going to appreciate everything around me and appreciate what I've been given. I'm going to use that as motivation to make my privileges contagious. Everybody deserves so much in the world. I want to be able to give it. I'm tired of just taking advantage of it. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not.